Let's give you an overview of the quotation record. If we go into the client's record on the quotations tab, this is where all the quote history is stored and where you add new quotations on. We've made the system very flexible. It also means that it's very powerful in the way that it works and the options that you've got. Let me just point out some of the key features that we have. As well as putting a quote on, we allow you to record what type of quote it is, so things like a visit quote or a telephone quote or an emailed quote. We also allow you to put some quote notes on, so you can make comments about the quotation that you did. And then when you look at the detail of what we allow you to put on the quotations, we allow you to set up multiple service groups. So you can set up a group for carpets, a group for upholstery, hard floors, wooden floors. So anything where you can categorise the type of work that you're doing, we allow you to group those together. Now, each of those groups can have different service headers. So in this instance here, we've got carpets, and you can see we've got different service headers here. We've got clean only, clean and protect, healthy home, maintenance care plans. So you can also add in maintenance care plans as well. But what you can also do is on the different groups you can have different headers. So on carpets it may be clean only, clean and protect, but on hard floors it may be sanding and work like that you can provide as a service and put quotations in for and put headers on the quotations that you print out, so it's clear what you're actually going to be doing. So the system comes with a basic setup: carpets, upholstery, hard floor, rugs, leather, and a couple of other bits as well. And then also the service headers, you can set those up as well, and you can add and change those. You can have up to 9 services for each service group. The other thing that we think it's important that you can do is choose to either automatically calculate the prices by putting your own pricing tables in the background for these things, or manually add prices or manually change prices as well. So, for instance, if you use the automatic pricing within the system and the price comes out and you want to adjust that, we think it's important that you can change that manually if you want to. So you can change the prices on the screen, or you can use manual pricing and put all your prices in manually if you don't want to set up a pricing table. Most rooms aren't square, or there's often L-shaped dining rooms, lounge diners and things like that, or areas that you need to knock off. So what we do is we have a clever little system within the quantity field that allows you to put length and width in multiple times. So in this example we've got 15 by 13, and it may be that there's a 10 foot by 10 foot section on there as well, so it's a little bit unusual shape. And also we allow you to tick the box here and subtract small areas. So if the client says, oh, I don't want that moving, you could knock off 2 foot by 4 foot and actually show the client that you're doing that. And then that will calculate the dimensions automatically for you. And then if you want to go back and see those, you can go back in there. So that's just another little feature that we've put in, that you can record L-shaped rooms. And you can also record those in meters, yards or feet. So let's say your preferred pricing option is meters, but that when the client rings in, they say it's 20 feet by 10 feet. You can just tell the system that it's 20 feet by 10 feet, and then that will do the calculation back to meters for you. So you don't need to do the conversion there. There's some other things that we allow you to do, such as line item discounts. Set up standard discounts on there that you can choose, and that will actually apply a discount at line level or item level. And then we have quantity discounts as well, so you can set up a quantity discount if you get to 50 square meters or whatever, and then set a discount on each of those service levels when you hit that feature there. And you can switch that on and off on the fly as well. So again, by putting a tick in this box here, switches on quantity discount, unticking the box switches the quantity discounts off. So it's on the fly. You can very simply decide if you're going to have that on or off. Again, just coming back to the line item details, so the bedroom 1 carpet in this example, we also allow you to put line item notes on. So if I look at the example below, the lounge carpet, you can see that we've put on there that there's a note on there that there's a split seam by the doorway. And then that will carry through onto the quotation that you choose to print out. So you're not going to be left exposed by pre-existing damage. You can make the note on there. And if you've got technicians that are going to be doing the job after you've seen the quote, they're also going to be aware of the pre-existing damage as well. And another little feature that a lot of our users like is there's one in here that we call FF, which is fudge factor. and that's for if you're using the automatic pricing system and you want to charge more because it's first floor or really filthy, but you don't want the client to know that you've charged more. If you put 10% in there, it will bump the automatic pricing up by 10%, and when it's printed out, there'll be none of that information about the bumping it up displayed on the quote. It'll just look like that's the quotation as it should be. Now, we also allow you to choose what information you're going to print out in the quotation for the clients using the service report facility. You can choose which service group you want to quote for, so you can group all the carpets together in this example, and then you can choose what columns you want to show to the client. So if you only want to show the clean only and the clean and protect, and you don't want to show any of the maintenance plan pricing, you can do that. If you want to print a separate quote out that's just got the maintenance plan pricing, which is something that we do, you can do that as well. So you can print one out that's just the service levels and one that's just the monthly maintenance plan levels. Complete flexibility. Do you want to show the extras? Do you want to show the item discounts and things like that on the quote? So you've got flexibility there as to what you want to print. And then the standard reports, either landscape or portrait, that will produce those. So if we just have a quick look at one of those, and we're going to show everything that's on this example here for carpets. If we preview that on the screen there, you can see it'll put your name, company details in, your logo, client's details in, and then it prints all the quotations on here. It prints the total prices after discounts, and there's a couple of custom fields as well at the bottom here that you can put your terms and conditions in. And also on one of the layouts, there's a facility to use one of these where it will pick up the 3 nearest client testimonials. So in this example, we're at S24RU. The system would look for the 3 nearest testimonials that we've got from clients and put those on here, print those on here. So it may say Mr. Johnson said, and the comments on there, they did a great job, I'd recommend them to friends. And the way that's really powerful is when you leave that with the client, they may actually know the person that's in there, because as his database builds, it may well be people in the same street that have made comments that are actually appearing on this system here. So let's just close that down. And again, another little clever little feature that we've made, we can create a job from the quotation. So we tick the box, job from quote, and then we choose if they've chosen all the clean only or all the clean and protect service. We can tick that and then click new job. That'll create the job and automatically open the diary to put the job on the diary system as well. So there's lots of clever little things that we've put in just to automate tasks and make it as easy as possible to use.